Your Honors, in 1996, 20-year police veteran Billie Jean Durden was appointed police chief of Rileyville, Minnesota. For the past 15 years, Durden has effectively and efficiently run the Rileyville Police Department, supporting her officers and providing protection for the city of Rileyville. In 2005, Durden hired a young, inexperienced officer named Rook E. Greenwood. While Greenwood does bring a certain energy and enthusiasm to the force, you will learn that these qualities were often overshadowed by Greenwood's significant shortcomings. Blunt interaction with citizens, arrogant behavior towards fellow officers, and a personality so strong, other officers even refused to ride with Greenwood. On March 15, 2011, the Rileyville Police Department received a call about a major disturbance at Bob's Country Bunker. At the same time, a call came from a citizen regarding a dying dog. Sergeant Myron Goddard made the decision to send 2 officers to the first incident and Rook Greenwood to deal with the dog call. Goddard knew that the other officers were hesitant to work with Greenwood. Greenwood, annoyed to be sent on such a routine call, arrived at Route 21 around 7 p.m. Citizen Rin T. Tin was attending to a dog that had been struck by a car. Tin was emotional in attempting to save the animal's life. Greenwood ordered Tin away, tied a string around the dog's muzzle, and then made some attempt at first aid. When the dog died, a distraught Tin tried to communicate to Greenwood his concerns that the dog had been poisoned. Greenwood simply loaded the corpse into the squad car and patronizingly assured Tin that a necropsy would be performed. Greenwood then drove directly to a crematorium, disposing of the dog. Soon thereafter, a citizen's complaint was filed by Rin T. Tin, and as a result, Chief Durden made the decision to terminate Rook Greenwood. The termination notice cited Greenwood's conduct on becoming an officer, which did constitute good cause. Your Honors, the defense will be calling 3 witnesses today. First, we will call Officer Polly Shore to the stand. Officer Shore is a 10-year veteran who has worked with Greenwood for 6 years. Shore will testify that Greenwood's offensive behavior borderlined on harassment. Shore was the officer at the desk who had the unpleasant job of informing Tin that the dog had been cremated. She even filed an incident report documenting how upset Tin was about Greenwood's broken promise. Secondly, local citizen Rin T. Tin will take the stand. Tin has had 2 encounters with Greenwood, both of which were handled insensitively by the detective. Tin's first dealing with Greenwood came last February when Tin observed prowlers on his property. Greenwood responded to the call, but made little effort to investigate. The second incident was on March 15, 2011, the incident described earlier. Tin, a prominent animal activist, suspected poison played a role in the death of the dog. He will testify that he did express his concerns to Greenwood, but they were dismissed as an exotic possibility. Tin was also told that Greenwood had no time for investigating fantasies. Lastly, the Chief of Police, Billie Jean Durden, will testify in her own defense. She will outline Greenwood's history of interpersonal problems and Greenwood's general conduct on becoming an officer. Her testimony will establish reasonable grounds for the decision to terminate Detective Greenwood. Your Honors, in today's case, the plaintiff must prove, by a preponderance of the evidence, each of the 4 aspects of the Pickering test. The first 2 aspects are not at issue. However, in order for the plaintiff to prevail in this case, they must prove the 3rd prong, that the Riley book posting was a substantial factor in the decision to discharge Greenwood. And finally, Your Honors, the 4th prong. The plaintiff must prove that the defendant was the proximate cause of damages sustained by the plaintiff. If you find that Greenwood would have been dismissed for any reason apart from the Riley book posting, then your verdict should be for the defense. Thank you.